Hi guys. I wanted to come in here really quick. After making the last video, as you can see, we had a great Thanksgiving meal. And I came back from Wicked, and of course, Wicked is a wonderful show. But I wanted to talk a little bit about something I said in the video, and I want to make sure that everybody knows what I meant. And that is, I said, I want to change some of our values at the school. I want to make sure everyone understands I'm not changing everything. And one of the biggest values we have at the school is discipline. And I think that in this day and age, we lack discipline. I am guilty of the same thing. We lack commitment, we lack discipline, we lack the things necessary to meet our dreams. And so, because I feel so strongly that that's what's needed to be a musician more than anything else, we have to have a commitment in place. And I have found over the years, people don't like it. It is something that I've had a lot of pushback. I've had people retaliate against me, threaten me. I've had some wild stories, let's just say that. And I'm not giving up on that value. I think that that is something that is necessary. I would not feel authentic to myself. Our school wouldn't feel authentic. We would never be able to get anywhere. And more than ever now, and I don't know if it's a reaction to COVID. I think it is. I have a theory about that, but we have to stay committed. So that is not a value that's changing. The value that I was considering this changing is, and it's been going on all along, and I don't give myself or the school or the teachers or the parents, the community, the credit they deserve, and that is the giving back part. Because I always say a good musician is good, a great musician is a good musician and a kind and a good person. And I would like to highlight more of that, of the giving back, because as musicians, you can't have music without community, without other people. And we are giving of ourselves. And, we're undervalued most of the time. And I think that's another issue is in this community. I think that music schools and dance schools and performing arts schools undervalue themselves over and over again. Now, I'm going to say something controversial, but it's because it's a field. I don't think it's because this is a factor in it, that it's because females are largely the ones running it. And I think that we struggle with feeling legitimate, with feeling like we've had the schooling, the necessary, and the way we have to start is to have a system of checks and balances in music. And right now there isn't. Anybody can say they're a music teacher. Anybody can say, I've done this or that. And even in college, if you go to college, you get a degree. Do you know how they hire teachers in colleges? They don't hire them because how well they teach. They hire them because of their resume, because of where they performed. So they're asking performers to teach. Now, a lot of performers, like athletes, like people in the Olympics, they do these things that have no idea what they're doing. They just have always been good. Now, that is not always the case, but these conservatories, these places where people go, they don't go and learn. They don't learn. They go and they just maintain or they go backwards. I've seen it over and over again. And it's got to change. It's got to change. So, yes, this is a day to give thanks. This is a day to remember what we're grateful for. But that doesn't mean that we're complacent. That doesn't mean that I'm just going to change everything and I'm just going to just give more, right? Or that you as a musician or you as a person are just going to continue to give more or to try to change or to try to, or not to feel like you are worthy of whatever you're doing. So I just really, that little line that I said about changing my values, that bothered me. I want to make abundantly clear that I am not interested in changing my values, but just adding to them and highlighting them. And I know that it's not for everyone. There are a bunch of schools, and please go to them. They are the schools for you where you can go and pop in and out and not have an issue. Or teachers. That's another thing. Until we can get teachers who value themselves, who know what they want, it's going to be in and out everywhere. So we're not the only ones who are dealing with teachers going in and out, who don't know what they want, who don't know what it means to commit to something. If our teachers are not committing to stuff, the students are not going to commit, right? So I have to firmly hold this belief that we are very, very ready as a society to commit. We are yearning for it. We want it. But that doesn't mean that we take anything from anyone. We take what we need and then we throw away the rest, just like we do in convocation when we're giving each other feedback, and sometimes somebody will say something harshly or whatever, and then we let that ruin our day. No, we take what we can take from it, what resonates with us, and we throw away the rest, and we throw it away. So I'm not changing the values of the school. I'm not. And if that makes me inflexible as a school, as a person, so be it. I feel strongly about that. I want to actually help people. I want to actually help people. And that sometimes will make me have to make decisions that are not everybody likes. And I have paid for that. And it's a payment. It's a thing I'm willing to do. But yeah, not going to be complacent in this world, not going to live my life. So, and hopefully for you as well, to not live your life because of other people and trying to make them happy. It's about you making yourself happy and you doing things that are in alignment with you, and then everything else will come. And yeah, I have to be honest, I left Wicked early. I'm going to say something else controversial. Didn't like it. I think it's cookie cutter. I didn't stay for the whole thing, but it's cookie cutter. I think they were trying to make it seem like it was this new thing, but it's not. It's exactly what you think of when you think of Wicked, and it's disappointing. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the buildup, and everybody's saying that it was such a good musical, and that the parade today, when we're watching the parade, oh, you got to see this and that. It's literally cookie cutter. I've seen the show 4 times, once in New York, once at DPAC in Durham, once in St. Louis, and then I saw in London. And those were so much better than this movie. And it's just unfortunate because this movie is milking people's money and acting like it's this big new thing. You know how to make art? By sticking to you, by doing what is authentic. And authentic is not perfect. It's not always pretty. It's not always, yeah. Sorry, just wanted to get on here. If you resonate with this at all, let me know. Yeah. Our values, my values, the things that I have worked on for years on this, I'm not going to give that up. I'm not going to just allow people who don't agree to just take it all away. It's been a hard year, a really hard year, a really hard year. But it's leading somewhere good, because it can only lead somewhere good when you are in alignment with what you're doing and not trying to do it to please other people. So I hope that resonated with you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.